What the world really needs is less self-help and more unself-help, right? Because the self honestly is the problem. The self is the source of all of what we want to do or desire for our person that is bad for us. It's all the things, all the destructive behaviors that people engage in come from an excessive concern and pursuance of the desires of the self. The self is the enemy. The self is the problem. The self is what we have to deactivate, if you will, so that we may utilize that energy on more important things, like focusing on the task that we're performing or helping someone out, or most importantly, worshiping our God and giving due consideration to those around us. Another way of thinking about the self is when you look at it, when you break it down individually, you break it down to what these desires are and how they come about. Most of them come about as a result of weaknesses in our fallen human nature. Attachments that we create to things that are not necessarily good for us, right? So really, addiction to the self, which is, I don't think anybody could argue, is a prominent feature of modern society, especially here in Sedona, places like Sedona and others, where focuses on emphasizing the self, trying to actualize the self and manifest the self and all this other nonsense. The problem comes about is what you're really doing is you're creating attachments to things that you don't control. And that means that these things ultimately control you, right? By creating connection to something that you don't control, that thing now exerts influence over you, and thereby, by that influence, enslaves you on some level, right? These attachments are chains that bind us to those things. And